Isaiah 54 and verse 4. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood any more. Kal halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the personalities of the great millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the brothers on down teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few elect ladies that tune into these video epistles I've called the lesson. The Lord's people shall not be confounded anymore. We're going to have a look at this definition, a few words associated with this confounded words, even amongst us, those who know we're Hebrew Israelites, maybe people like myself, not in a rush to rebuke, kind of timid or reluctant to reprove. We're being drawn out at this time against the reprobates that they are amongst us. Our power, whose name is Yahweh, his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, is demanding that we recognize the division and speak. You've got to defend the gospel. You've got some fools jumping up and down talking about they've got some authority over the book. This is the bridge to our salvation. These people are absolute idiots. They've got no clue. I'm trying to keep my language here. But it's not easy with these people. The Lord's portion is his elect, and these people surely are not a part of the elect, not with the speeches that they're putting out there. You see some kind of reluctance as well, even amongst us, to speak against certain people. Like they think they get some kind of a pass. And so judgment, you can just see judgment just being stored up. Some people are really going to get it real soon. Let us speak up against what we see happening and be defenders of this truth. Hebrews 4 and 12, for the word of truth, it's this gospel that's going to be preached to four corners of the earth. And then shall the end come. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner that is able to judge of the thoughts and intents of the heart. See, this one person, I'm not even going to mention his name, he's just not worth mentioning, but all they purport is that they're selling all of their merchandise. That's all they're about. They're not interested in the truth for truth's sake, for waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Not interested. No, they just want numbers. They want to earn a maximum they can. They want you to buy their T-shirts and mugs and whatever else they've got to sell, mixtapes and the latest hip-hop, whatever it is, and just join that with the truth, and then let's get some money in. That's all they're about. They're no different to these pimp pastors in these crazy harlot houses called churches. Then they're just the same. Let's get James. James should be in here straight after Hebrews. So let's get James 1. Start at 1. James, a servant of the Most High and the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. That's who this message is for. And on this side of the devastation, desolation that is about to strike the earth, it's the elect, the Israel of God, who are being called out, separated, divided from the rest. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And we're certainly not wanting the madness that is being spewed from the mouth of these fools. You must be a fool if you're denying your maker and you're denying the word that can save you. Surely you're no different to the other fools that are out there denying the power himself. Let's get Matthew 13. Let's go from 19. Red letter. Yahushua speaking. That's the name of the Son, the only begotten Son of our power. His name is Yahushua. It means he redeems, he saves, he's deliverer. That's who he is. He's speaking right here. Matthew 13:19. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one. Who's that? It's Esau, Edom, the devil that is in the earth, calling himself the white man, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. See, it's a parable here. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself. So this is what we see playing itself out. These people can go to scripture after scripture. They can rehearse and recite them by heart, one after the other, precept upon precept. But yet it's with no faith. I just listening to a brother preaching about a faithless doctrine. And he really hits it on the head. It's exactly what is happening right now. A doctrine with no faith, not rooted. So you have the parable here of these stony places. The same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself. So you're reciting all of these verses. You can repeat them off by heart, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. See, they don't want the truth in its entirety. They don't want the 100% truth. No, they want to pick out the bit that suits them and push that and say, oh, there's no authority. There's no authority. We don't have to abide by the rest. I want to do what I want to do. Wear my hat and whatever else, my mixed tapes and all of my merchandise. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world. See, I want to be famous. Look at me, look at me. And the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that received seed, see, these people are necessary to draw away the dregs. And the people that the Most High does not want his Son to save. That is the purpose of these people. So let them be. The blind leading the blind. They shall both fall into the ditch. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth fruit. Some 100-fold, some 60, some 30, depending on what is your allotment, what has been acquired by you, and putting this word out there. You don't do it to yourself. Let's look at this definition here for confound or confounded. Confused, perplexed, unclear in mind or intent, bewildered or damned. See? And that is not where we want to be. And this scripture we read at the top there, Isaiah 54:4, said we're not going to be confounded anymore. Where are we? We know wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time, strength of our salvation. That's Isaiah 33:6. I believe fear of the Lord is his treasure. But let's get, I'm going to go to Deuteronomy. We've been set apart. We didn't do it to ourselves. No, we come in all humility and sincerity. The madness that's being pushed by this Edomite, that's his biblical nationality, with his, RCC, the Roman Catholic foolishness that they pushed up in all of these churches and spread this poison to the four corners of the earth. The everybody doctrine is all lies. The Lord has a people, and we are those people. They've given us all these bywords. It's part of the curses regarding our disobedient to our power. So you have to call yourself now you're black, you're a Negro, Latino, Native American, you're Hispanic, all this, you're Indian, which means savage. But we are those people right down at the bottom, laughed and scoffed. Deuteronomy 7, let's just get 6 to 8. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all that are upon the face of the earth. It's not about equality. See, you've been set apart, holy, different to the rest. It doesn't matter whether you accept it or not. This is the portion, this is the Most High's portion. You've been separated out. You've been given the Lord's statutes and commandments. No one else was given them. You're the only one, technically, who can break them, because you're the one who's involved in the contract, the covenant. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But why? But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, that's slavery, from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. And who is the modern day Pharaoh? Egypt, Mizraim in the ancient Hebrew, meaning bondage and slavery. Modern day Pharaoh is Esau, Edom, calling himself the white man. Has us in slavery right now. And the division between the Most High's people and the rest, even including inside the house of Israel. Scripture in 1 Peter 4 and 17 says that's where the judgment is going to begin, and it's already started. Actually, we're going to go to 1 Peter now. Let's get that. We're going to go 1 Peter 2. Start at 6. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. See, who's he? It's Yahweh. That's the name. They can't even say the name. It's not with any belief, not with any faith. The word, what's that? Hebrews. Did we read that? Hebrews 4 and... Let's get that. Can't remember if we read it. Let's read it again. For we have believed, we which have believed. That's 4 and 2. For unto us, Hebrews 4 verse 2, for unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them. Why not? Because it's not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So this faithless doctrine is what they're pushing. They can recite all of the words in a book, but there's no faith. So there's no profit to them that is remembering and rehearsing all of the verses. It doesn't matter. This is the gospel of faith and belief. And you don't give it to yourself. That's Ephesians 2 and 8. No, man can do nothing. This is given him from above. 1 Peter 2, where are we? 6, let's read it again. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe he is. That's what Yahweh means. He is precious. But unto them which be of disobedient, the stone which the builder disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner. And listen to verse 8. And the stone of stumbling and the rock of offense. You see, when they're saying, for example, oh, Paul is not authoritative. We don't have to pay attention to what he has to say. They don't realize they're actually rejecting the whole book, because this is ridiculous if you're saying, well, he was set up by Yahweh, and Yahweh was sent by his father. So if you reject Paul, you reject the son, and you're rejecting father. It's ridiculous. You've got no legs to stand on. It's hard to even watch these people I personally, my spirit could never take these men. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people. See, they're saying, you know, it's not you. Some other people have got your identity. You're not you. You can't say you're you, as they get offended. How can you be you when I'm you? It's a preposterous sentiment. So if we find ourselves, you can't claim your identity because someone's going to be offended by you saying who you are, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Oh yes, can't take it away from us. Leviticus 26 verse 42. Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. No one else is involved in this contract. Verse 45. But I will for their sakes, they who? It's the children of Israel, the elect, a remnant, chosen before the world began. You didn't choose yourself, but I will for their sakes remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathen. He's getting ready to do it again, that I might be their power. I am the Lord. All caps, it means Yahweh. He is, he to be the existing one. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. That's our power. We belong to him. He's our God. His name is Yahweh. His only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. We're going to wrap up with these last few verses here in Jeremiah 31. They start at 7. For thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country. Where's that? It's America, Babylon the Great, whether you believe it or not. That's it. And gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind, and the lame, and the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. This is the children of Israel from all over the place, but primarily Babylon the Great, which is America. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. That's the whole house brought back together. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as the shepherd doth his flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob. That means to buy back, and ransom him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Let's read it again. Verse 11 of Jeremiah 31. For the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, hath redeemed Jacob. That's the 12 tribes. And ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. We're going to hold it there for the lesson. We're listening to the Lord's people shall not be confounded anymore. So on to the next lesson. No fear, no sorrow, not of men, no sir.